Hey guys, I want to take a quick moment to talk to you about my 2 laws of safe exercise progression, also popularly known as how not to F yourself up while lifting free weights. I've talked to a lot of people who are thinking about maybe lifting, and they're kind of scared of lifting free weights because they think that they're going to hurt themselves. But the fact of the matter is, the only reason why you're going to get hurt lifting free weights is you're either doing too much, too fast, or with poor technique. And the fact of the matter is, you can take any exercise and regress it to a safe level. So let's talk about what that means. The first progression law. Develop motor control through a full, non-painful range of motion before increasing load. So we're going to use this squat as an example. And we could be talking about somebody who can back squat 700 pounds or somebody who's not holding anything at all and it's just their body weight, right? A squat is a squat, a progression is a progression, no matter what load you're talking about. So I've seen people who are, they're doing a squat and they're doing these like little half squats and they look shaky and uncertain and nervous, like they're going to hurt themselves at any point in time. And I'm like, can you go lower? And they'll go, no, I can't. I'm going to fall. I'm going to hurt myself. And I go, so the question is, let's take the weight off. Now, it might be the weight that you're holding on your back or in your arms or even your own body weight. And if it's your body weight, you can take that off by holding on to something. So the first thing I want to see is, okay, so you're telling me this is as low as you can go. Take a seat, right? I'll ask them to sit on something that's lower. And next thing you know, they're like, oh, look at that. You do have the range of motion because they can sit down. Their feet are flat, their knees are in this position. And now the question is, can you stand up from here? And that could, again, be using something else for assistance or just simply standing up. So now all of a sudden we've established, actually you do have the range of motion. You can squat there. You're just using too much weight to do it safely. So get rid of the weight and let's work on just simply being able to squat as low as your joints will allow you to go without pain, right? So if I'm working with a client right now that she might not be able to actually sit all the way down. As soon as she gets to this point, boom, she drops. So let's safely grab a seat and then just start. That's the strengthening exercise. Or with a guy who's got 300 pounds on his shoulders, let's take it down. Let's see how low you can go without any load. And now let's slowly increase the weight so that you can do it safely with good technique, bracing, securing your back, keeping the knees in the proper place, feet are flat, and slowly develop the strength so that first you can go the full range of motion safely and securely with confidence using your body weight, and then slowly adding weight to it till we get back up. Because if you're just simply putting on too much weight, of course you're going to feel nervous and not so confident because you haven't developed the base of strength to do that safely yet. So that's the first law of safe exercise progression. The second progression law is increase strength before increasing speed or endurance. What do I mean by that? Okay, so let's say you've gotten to the point where you can do 10 squats all the way down, full range of motion, whether it's your body weight or it's 225 pounds on the bar. But that's your limit, right? You can do 10, and that's about all you can do. Now, before you decide, great, I'm going to take the same exact amount of weight, and now I'm going to do 10 really, really fast. That's probably not a good idea because you're taking that X amount of body weight, and now as you drop down and you explode really quickly, you're actually magnifying the amount of force that your body needs to produce. But if you're already at your limit and you can't produce more force to accelerate faster, or even more importantly, to decelerate as you're coming down, because you're the one slowing down so you don't end up on your ass with a bunch of weight on you. This is how you stay safe. You actually need to be able to do more weight for those 10 reps. So let's say it's your body weight. You need to get to the point where you can hold 20 or 30 pounds in your hands. Or you can back squat instead of with 225, and that's your max amount of reps. You can build up to the point where you can back squat 260 for 10 reps. And now you can take the weight, once you've gotten up to that load that you can handle, you're strong enough, you can now take the weight back down to that original number, and now you can do those 10 reps faster. That's how you stay safe. Now, let's go ahead and look at endurance as opposed to speed. If I wanted to be able to, I've got the same amount of weight, right? Whether it's your body weight or the 225 in the bar, and I can currently do that with good technique, safe, feeling confident in my abilities for 10 reps, but I decide I'm going to push myself today and I'm going to do 20 reps. Well, you might get there and by like 12 or 15 start feeling not so confident in your ability to do it safely. And again, that's because you're already at your limit of strength. But if you get yourself to the point where you're strong enough to do 10 reps with even more weight, so you built up the strength level, now when you take the weight back down and you want to do more reps, you're actually, it's way easier for you to be able to add that additional volume before you hit the point of fatigue and you start becoming unstable. You start leaning over and potentially hurting your back before you potentially can't slow yourself down at the bottom and you fall on your butt. So the first thing you need to do before increasing the other variables of speed or endurance is increase your base of strength so that when you then take those variables up, you can take the load back down, and it's kind of this yo-yoing, and that's how you stay safe with any type of lifting exercise in order to not hurt yourself. You just have to follow my 2 laws of safe exercise progression, also known as how not to F yourself up lifting free weights. I'll see you soon.